Dealing with an emergency. The notions learned up to now must be coordinated to achieve the final objective, which is to bring a diver in difficulty out of the water so as to ensure that they are given complete assistance as quickly as possible and without putting the rescuers at risk. Act quickly never appears in the first place in the orders of priority. Instead, assessing the situation and the means available and the assignment of the tasks of the various phases of the rescue is of fundamental importance to the successful outcome of any rescue operation. The first phase is that of assessment, during which you must examine the gravity of the situation, the environmental conditions, the people present, and the means available. Also consider all the possible complications that could arise during the rescue operation. Remember that it is not possible to put into action a standardized plan, but only one that best suits that particular situation. The second phase consists of assigning the tasks. Divide the tasks on the basis of each person's individual skills, on their knowledge and their ability to keep their emotions in check. When assigning a task to someone, do it while looking them in the eyes and calling them by name. Use clear, simple phrases. Make sure that the instructions have been understood, maybe by getting that person to repeat them, and only assign tasks that you know the person is able to carry out. Remember that an agitated person in a group is always a source of confusion. If a participant in the rescue is particularly excitable, assign them a simple task. Assign the various tasks in a logical order. Set up a lookout. Contact the emergency services. Deploy a marker buoy or float. Form the surface rescue teams. Form the rescue diving teams. Prepare the emergency kits. Prepare an area of the boat for the recovery of the casualty and eventual first aid treatment, and arrange for the casualty's equipment to be recovered. The third phase is to coordinate and determine the phases of each operation. Establish how to communicate with the surface teams and how to communicate the finding of a missing diver to the teams underwater, and coordinate the steps for recovering the casualty onto the boat. The fourth phase is the operative stage in the water and includes the search and approaching and transporting the casualty. This phase directly involves the rescue teams. In this phase, the coordinator's task is to maintain continuous control and oversee the entire operation so as to anticipate any problems that may possibly arise and help recover the casualty if necessary. The best way to do this is to remain on board or on the shore. The fifth phase, recovering the casualty from the water, can be very physically demanding. The coordinator's task is to maintain order and calm. Actions done in haste can cause serious injuries to the casualties or rescuers. The sixth phase consists of giving first aid treatment to the casualty, and this can only be carried out by those who have received suitable training in CPR and first aid techniques. The final phase, the seventh, is the eventual evacuation of the casualties by the emergency rescue services. It is important to give the rescuers a short report of the incident, which should include the time of the alert, the type or supposed type of incident, the casualty's condition at the time of being found, and an account of the first aid treatment given. Let's summarize the coordinator's complete sequence of actions. Assess the scene, situation, conditions, people, means, and possible methods. Assign the tasks on the basis of each person's ability, knowledge, and their control of their emotions. Give precise instructions for the coordination of all the participants. Coordinate operations in the water. Organize for the recovery of the casualties from the water. Supervise first aid treatment for the casualties. Arrange for the eventual evacuation of the casualties or their transport to a medical center.